What's up guys, Learning with Rich here. In this video, let's continue our discussion about Revit Mechanical Certification Preparation. So we are still on the families topic. So this time, I'm going to show you how to create annotation families and tags. Actually, I'm not going to create, so I'm just going to show you how to edit your tag. Okay, because creating your tag is the same as what I'm going to do. It's just this time, I'm just going to edit a family tag. Okay, so I'm going to zoom into this area here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to modify the air terminal tag, this one. Okay, so to do that, so you just need to select your air terminal tag. So you will be able to edit that family. Why? Because tag or air terminal tags, so this is a component or loadable families. So that's why you have the option here, edit family. So if it is a system family, just like what we have learned last time, like your duct, so there is no option here, edit family, because your duct is an example of system family. Okay, so I'm going to select my air terminal family here, and then I'm going to edit this one. So I'm going to edit family. So let's click that. Okay, so by default, this is the settings. So you can click the top label here, and then you can check what is that. So I'm going to select your edit label. As you can see, that particular label is mark label, and then there's the sample value. Okay, so that's why if I'm going back to my project here, and if I'm going to select this air terminal, so this 10 here is based on that mark parameter. So that's what it means. All right. And then for this one, 200 CFM, that is based on the flow. So if I'm going back to my tag family, this one here, this sample CFM. So if I select that, and then I go to edit label, so that is an parameter of flow, and then that is the sample value. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to edit this. So I'm going to select this, and then I'm going to delete that. Same with this line here, so I'm going to delete that one. Okay, so I'm going to select this label, and then I select your edit label. Okay, and then after that, I'm going to remove this one. So instead of mark, so I'm going to select that, and then I'm going to remove. Okay, and then I'm going to add here the size and flow. So select the size, I'm going to add that, and then I'm going to add as well the flow here. Flow, add. Okay, and then for the flow, I'm going to put a sample value here of 200 CFM. Okay, and then there's an option here, break. Okay, so I'm going to break that one. So size will break with the flow here, and then after that, I'm going to select here. Okay, there you go. Now for this one, so I'm going to select my label here, and then I'm going to select here, wrap between parameters only. So I'm going to tick this one, and there you go. So this is now how it looks like. Okay, and then after that, I'm going to modify the size. So I'm going to select this, and then I'm going to edit the type. Okay, and then for the leader border offset, so I'm going to change this one. So instead of 5/64, so I'm just gonna make that 3/64 of an inch. Okay, and then after that, I'll just select here. Okay, so of course you can still explore this one, so you can modify the font, the size, the tab size if you want that to be bold, italic, underline, and also the width factor. And then you can also modify here the color of your tag, as well as the background, as well as the border if you want to show the border. Okay, so if you have time, you can explore these properties here. So I'm going to select here. Okay, there you go. Okay, now if you're not going to select your label here, you just click outside. So if you don't have any selected elements, you will have this option here, rotate with component. Okay, so tags have a rotate with component parameter. When nothing is selected, so this parameter appears on our properties palette here. Okay, so if you're going to enable your tag, your tag will rotate with the component. So this is useful. I usually use this for the ductwork and piping, so that no need for you to rotate manually your tag, because automatically once you tag an angled pipe or duct, your tag will follow. But since this is just an air terminal, and I'm not going to check that one. Okay, so let's load this back to the family and see how it looks like. So load, and then let's override, and there you go. So this is now how it looks like. So you can click that if you want to add a leader. So there's the leader line. Okay, but for this one, I'm just going to uncheck that. Okay, so you will notice the other tag also have updated. Okay, so that's why it is also important, if you don't want to override the other tags that you have placed, you want to create a new one. So what you can do, you can save as this family, and then you just need to load it back to your project. Anyway, what I'm going to do next is I'm just gonna show you how the rotate with component parameter works. So let's say, for example, I have a duct here. So I click this duct, right click, create similar. So let's say I'll just connect it here for the sake of this exercise. So I'm gonna put here 45 degrees, any angle, like that. Okay, like that. Okay, and then after that, I'm going to tag that. So there's the tag tool. So you see, it follows the angle of your duct or pipe. So if I'm going to select this tag here, and then I'm going to edit the family, so you will notice that rotate with component is tick. So it's checked. So if I'm going to uncheck that one, so let's see what will happen. So let's load this back into the project. So let's click that. Okay, and then I'll select here OK. And then override. And this is now how it looks like. As you can see, it's not following the angle of your duct. Okay, so that's why for tidying up your tag family, so make sure you rotate with component parameter checked. Okay, so make sure you check that one. So this one here, so just check that, and then after that you load it back into the project, and then okay, override, and that's it. See, it's following. So even if your pipe, so where's my pipe? So there's a pipe here, so I click that, I'll create similar. So let's say this one here, like that. Okay, so if I'm going to tag that, so you can see that my tag follows the angle of my pipe. All right, so there you have it. So hopefully you learned something from this short video. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a nice day.